Thanks for tuning in to Campaigns of the Plains channel. Catch new material every Friday on YouTube and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Now, on with the show.
And welcome back. So, we come back to the Midnight Vale as everybody is attempting to return to sleep aboard the train. And as they walk through the viewing room, it ends up, the lights go out again. And there is that familiar whooshing sound. So, I need everyone to roll me d6s again.
Oh no! I'm gonna use the metal one this time. 3!
Anybody land in 1? Okay. 2?
6.
3.
3.
4? 5? 6. Okay. Alright. So, he's there. He's there. And you line it in 3. So, you, actually, the lights come back on and you're still in the same room, but nobody else is in here.
The body's still here?
No.
So nobody's in here with me?
Well, just the, body of, Gabrielle Catris.
Well, that body's been in here, and it's meant to be in here, but the dead body is gone. The other dead body is gone.
The tablecloth that had been over the body is gone.
And so is the body.
And so is the body.
And so are all the people that were with me.
Correct.
I keep heading out towards the sleeper car.
You go to open the door. It is locked.
Guys, I walk back over to the dining car.
The lights in here haven't completely come back up to full. So the train itself is kind of dark, besides the kind of soft blue lights that's being given off by the container. And as you move over to the dining car and start, trying to jimmy the door, it is also locked. And you hear from one of the darkened corners, you hear the shuffling of feet.
No!
And the crack of bones.
No!
As out from one of the darkened corners, still leaking fresh blood, is the body of Shiri. And she is shambling in your general direction.
Get away!
And we will cut over to fourth car.
I start banging on the door I'm next to. Help!
So, Killian, you appear back in the galley, in the dining car. And you see that it's, Light King has literally curled up on the other side of the galley and is now snoring, deep, kind of snoring. He's a big boy.
That's what I imagine. That's a chameleon, I guess.
But you see now, as you look in the galley, there's a almost what looks to be a walk-in style freezer.
Okay.
It catches your eye as it has a padlock on it, with an arcane eye on the sigil on the padlock itself.
An actual, drawing of an arcane eye?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go over and just, look at it?
You will have to step over the body of Eats Like King. He is sleeping in the galley, and, you're looking through the galley window, and it is on the opposite side of him.
It's almost a separate room.
Yeah, you would have to go around, this way, through the back, and then, step over him to...
Okay, I'm a tall guy.
Okay. So are you gonna... let's go ahead and have you make an acrobatics check.
Sure.
Just to see if you accidentally step on him.
Okay. 16.
16? Yeah, you managed to, find some areas, and he kind of rolls around, and you have to, dodge around, but you find some more areas, and you step right over him.
Okay.
And, yeah, you go up to the padlock on the door. Again, it has this sigil of an eye painted on it. You look a little bit closer, and the sigil's been painted in this kind of purple blue paint, and the eye has been given like a teardrop motif underneath it.
And it's like a padlock. Like there is a keyhole.
There is a keyhole underneath, but go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
10. You don't have to be very arcane in the fact that this is probably magically locked.
Yeah.
So there is a place for a keyhole, but it's either the key magically unlocks it, or so it might not just be a tumbler unlock.
Yeah. I don't know magic like that. Can I look to see if Eat Like a King has a key on him?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
That's a natural 1.
Natural 1? Yeah, it's hard as he is kind of death rolling a little bit and still trying to get comfortable, but it seems like the only thing that he has on him is his apron and his hat.
Okay. I guess I will step back out and...
What's your passive perception?
Just 12.
12? So you're going to step back over him, but something in one of the cupboards catches your eye, and it looks like there's a key hanging from, the cupboard's just a little ajar, right above one of the burners, and you see something glint in there, and you reach up and you pull the cupboard back, and you see that there is a key there with a matching eye symbol.
I'll grab it.
All right. So you grab the key.
I'm gonna die, but yeah. And I would step over him and slowly put it in and kind of
So the magical symbols on the key and the sigil itself dissipate, and it pops open, and there's a small blast of cold air as it opens up. And you see hanging there, suspended, not dead, but frozen, not maybe just from being in the cold, but also maybe magically, the 3 fairies. They are kind of tied together in a bundle, and they're hung up from a meat hook.
Oh,
not physically. The rope is on top of a meat hook.
They're just kind of bound and frozen in there.
Yep, and they have this expression
I would go over and I assume they're really light. Can I
Yeah, you can take that whole rope and just
I feel like you're taking ornaments off your Christmas tree.
Exactly.
I feel like it's like that, and can I take them out and see if I can warm them, get them out of there if that helps?
Yeah. So you take them down, and I'm assuming you're closing the walk-in.
Yeah.
And
did when I opened the lock, you said it dissipated? There's no more lock anymore?
No, just the sigils. The lock is still there. There's still a physical lock. It's just the magicalness.
It seems like that's gone. If I was to shut it and relock it, would it come back?
Give it a shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do, and the eye magically reappears on both of them.
Okay, I'm going to pocket the key and take my bundle of fairies, and I will go back to the other side.
Go ahead and make me another acrobatics as you're trying to step over Eats Like King.
That's only a 13.
Only a 13? So as you're about to clear him, you actually kind of step on just the tip of his tail, but he's a thick boy, so it's a thick tip of his tail. And it seems like he's going to wake up, he's rolling around and groaning, but then he just pulls his tail out from under you, which almost sends you oh shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't wake him up.
Okay, I'll go into the room where I first appeared and see.
It's just the dining area on the other side.
Around and try to untie the fairy. They're all they're not frozen together. They're just tied together and individually kind of.
They're cold. They're definitely cold to the touch. They've been in there for a while.
Okay.
But yeah, it seems like they're frozen in maybe by magical means.
Okay.
But yeah, they are tied together, and you're trying to unbind them. Do you have anything that you could loosen the bindings?
A dagger?
Yeah.
Or I could cut the rope?
Yep. So you cut the rope, which isn't much. Obviously, it's just 3 fairies. And they kind of just float down to the table and just kind of land in the position that they're frozen in.
Okay. And they say like that. Can I do a medicine check to see if they're still alive or if they're
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Roll me medicine.
That's an 8.
An 8?
These are frozen fairies.
Yeah, you're not really sure because they're not moving at all. Were they actually frozen, completely stiff? Their eyes are open. They're not moving or anything. They could have been frozen. You don't know how long they've been. I mean, you have a good idea that they've been in there for maybe about a few hours. Maybe that was long enough. You don't know fairy anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
But as you do that, you hear like pounding on the door next to you. You hear boom, 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 and like a familiar voice.
I bet you're screeching. Panic screeching.
When you described the doors, you said they were like transparent.
No. They're when they're closed, the window itself is shaded back. Like
okay.
for
Those are when they're closed, they're opaque.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to see.
No.
Okay.
Not until you opened, or if they were partially open. It's for privacy.
If I go over, can I open the door? Is it locked for me?
It is locked for you.
Okay.
Yep. So we're actually gonna skip to you're in car 5, right? 6? Holy crap. So you are actually in the cargo area. So the lights come back on. There's not many lights in here, as this isn't really meant to be part of the cargo or part of the passenger experience per se. So you have very dim light in here. Maybe about 2 lights in general. But yeah, you are now in the cargo area, and you have like a number of giant wooden boxes that are in here, barrels full of supplies for the trip, and you also notice behind what looks to be like a secure gate is the steamer trunk that the conductor had placed your objects in.
Okay. Do I see, like, does it look like it's warded? Any sort of, like maybe... Well, I guess I can I check to see if maybe it's been locked with magic? The gated area to the steamer chest, or? Well, yeah, I guess I wanted to try and see if I could get to the chest.
Yep. So go ahead and roll me an Arcana check as you look over the mechanism on this and see if it is warded at all.
21.
21? Yeah, it doesn't seem to be magically warded at all. It's just locked.
There isn't any keys around, are there?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation. Actually, let's do perception check real quick as you're...
Perception?
Yeah, as you're just kind of glancing around real quick to see if there's any keys.
17.
17? You don't see any keys in the near vicinity, but, like... As you're moving, the lights are the type that are on, are the type that are like hanging down in just like a bulb itself. So as it swings back and forth from the moving of the train, in the corners on either side, kind of hidden in the shadows, you see that the Warforged conductors seem to be in some kind of stasis mode on either side.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I really just want to try to see if I can get this open. I'm mostly just curious to see if the stuff's still there.
So what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, oh boy, this is probably dumb. I'm actually going to go up to one of those I'm going to go up to one of them, try to see if I can, I don't know, wake it up, turn it on.
That's my toe.
So yeah, you go over and you start like, what would you do with a human? You know, you start like slapping it in the face, like snapping your fingers in front of it, like talking to it. Warforged does not move. You see the apparatus that they're hooked to seems to indicate their power level, and it's only at like 23%. So you definitely would have seen this kind of technology before.
Right. This looks like something from her company.
The charging stations, definitely. They would have been built to charge up Warforged, and decently quickly. But you have an idea that they probably got on their charging pads maybe an hour or two ago by the charge that they have currently.
Cool. Yeah. So I can unhook it, maybe? Because you said they're hooked into the thing, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm going to try and unhook one of them and see if maybe that reactivates it.
Go ahead and give me
Maybe I should try to turn the charger off. Is there like a...
No, you've already said this.
Murder
Go
in
ahead and give me an
Warforged.
intelligence check. Just a straight intelligence check.
Oh, straight intelligence?
Yep.
That's a 23.
23? Yeah, you go to,
Roll like a rogue over there.
grab the power
Right.
coupling to uncharge this, and you almost touch the, metal end that's on the back of it, and you're like, wait a second. That's a
Okay.
bad idea.
Yeah, is there like a lever? Something? Some sort of switch?
There's a mechanism on the front that is,
Off button?
yeah, basically. So, you go back, you examine the panel for a little bit, and you pull the necessary levers to stop the charge, and it pulls away the charging mechanism from the Warforged, and the Warforged kind of stumbles out, almost like it's a little bit drunk, and its eyes kind of flicker and then flash back to life. And it kind of looks around, almost confused, and says, I was in the engine room only a few minutes ago. Why am I on my charging pad?
Well, I was a little concerned about that. Didn't think it would have happened. I don't know why you're on your charging pad. I was going to ask you. Apparently you can't answer that.
I have a significant gap in my internal memory.
Okay. Well, can you tell me when you said an hour ago is the last you've...
Correct, and I had half a battery charge before then, and you can see as it's kind of running internal checks of itself, and you actually see as it checks around to see its battery charge.
What was happening at the time?
The lights had flickered, and then I suddenly lost all memory from that point.
Okay, that's a problem. I have to ask you something. I know the rule was we don't get the items, but I'm a little curious about something. I'd like you to open the chest you had us put our magical items in. I'd like to make sure they're still there.
Absolutely, it's our vested interest to ensure the safety of your equipment. And it goes and pulls a set of keys from the inside of its jacket, unlocks the door, goes around the ring a little bit, unlocks the chest, opens up the chest itself, and you see as this, it's a big chest, and as you look in, there's not a bottom to this chest. And you see this silver disc float to the top, just on the inside of the chest. And there's a number of items on there, yours included, but there are a couple missing. Gerald's armor is missing. The staff that you saw Claudius give up was missing. The cloak that you saw Josephine give up is missing. And that's it.
That's like a majority of what in there.
Silly tap.
Okay.
And you see as he's flustered and he's like, that shouldn't be possible. Nobody could have gotten in here.
You said you've lost an hour.
That's true, but nobody should have been able to get past the sigilled door to get in here. I don't even know how you're in here.
Neither do I. Something's been happening on the train. The same thing that caused you to suddenly be here is happening to all of us.
One moment while I attempt to restore my memory, and you can see as it kind of goes into an attempt to try to restore what it has lost.
I'm taking a few steps back.
Okay. So it starts to you could see its eyes start to, the lights, I guess, that would make up its eyes, start to kind of flicker and flash as it is trying to regain this memory. And then suddenly you see another metal fist go straight through the back of this conductor's head, and it pulls back through, and you see the second conductor standing there with red lights and in its eyes and its mouth. And it looks at you like it is going to attack.
Okay. Oh boy.
What are you doing?
I'm casting Hold Person.
Ooh. Alright, what's the DC?
Wisdom 16.
Wisdom 16. Only a 14. So, as it starts to move towards you, you begin to cast your spell, and its circuits freeze up just as it's about to land a blow straight on your face.
Okay.
It is hell.
Oh boy. Alright, well, I know I have at least a little bit of time here. I want to quickly try and see if I can figure out if there's anything on here that looks foreign, like maybe it was some sort of I don't know, reprogramming chip. Something that, looking between the two, because I have one that's not bad and one that is bad, is there anything that's different here?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
Ooh. What is my investigation? 13.
13? So you're looking around, trying to find anything foreign on this war machine, Warforged, before your whole person lifts. How long does your whole person last?
A minute.
A minute? You're investigating as quickly as you can, kind of feeling around for foreign objects, and right as it starts to, you can hear the gears inside the Warforged start to move again. Right on the nape of the back of its neck, you feel this little slot of something, and you rip it out quickly, and the Warforged starts moving again, and then just kind of slumps.
Oh, kill switch. That works too.
You look at the mechanism that you had pulled out of its neck, and it appears to be a KCI make.
Interesting. So it doesn't... I guess I haven't... It looks official, not like some sort of prototype or just some hacked together.
No, it doesn't look like something that somebody may have found the parts to and strung together. It looks like it was made in a KCI factory.
Okay.
Maybe a while ago, though.
Okay.
There was a time about 2.5 years ago that that there was a string of Warforged jackings where different companies would try to steal Warforged from the KCI designs, and KCI actually hired you to make a chip similar to this to basically offset what had been done to the Warforged. But again, this chip could work both ways.
Right.
But it is KCI make.
Okay. I'm going to hang on to it.
Okay.
Might help later. We'll see. Okay. Well, seeing as one has a giant hole in its face, and the other one is off, hopefully permanently, I'm going to take the key of the other one.
Fair enough.
As well, and just pocket that.
It has a whole key ring on it, so you get the idea that you could use these keys throughout the entire engine.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to relock the chest.
Okay. And the gate, I'm assuming that the chest is behind?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to see if I can find one of these keys that might open... Well, I guess I don't know. I don't know if I'm locked in here or not. I guess I'll try to see if I can get out. Well, is there a door on just the one end?
Just the one end.
Okay.
Yep. You're closer to the end of the train anyway.
Yeah.
There is a door on this end, but it's not opaque like the rest of them are.
Okay.
And you can see the train track moving backwards from this window, so you immediately understand you're at the back of the train.
Oh, so there isn't a door back to the rest of the train?
There is on the opposite side, but you were closer to this side, and you just happen to look out the window, and
gotcha.
You see that it's just one of those little ledges that you could view, as you are traveling along, but it is the back of the train. So this door, as you attempt it is locked. And then there's also the door that leads back into the rest of the train.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try to see if I can get back into the rest of it.
Okay. Yeah, as you tried this door as well, it is locked.
Yeah, okay. I'll fumble through the keys.
Okay. Takes you some time, but yeah, you eventually do find a key, and it releases this door, and
Oh, good. Okay.
you have to sit out on the coupling, like, looking for the other key, and then, it opens up the lounge car door.
Okay.
So it's going to take you some slow going, but you can move through the cars at will. Back to Josephine. This shambling corpse is now writhing forward towards you, its arms outstretched, looking like it's trying to grasp you.
You probably should just go lay down because you're dead. Did you know that? Can I charm person a dead person? I use suggestion.
On a dead person?
Sure, why not? Wisdom saving throw.
Give me a second. I have to look up suggestion versus undead.
That is a weird one.
Right?
So let me declare it. Just turn undead.
Suggestion does not work on undead.
Fuck, okay.
So as you cast the spell, it does dissipate.
Ah, god damn it!
And it continues to shamble at you, and it actually gets, like, one hand on your shoulder, and it is groping for your other shoulder as it is shambling towards you. Its leg has stepped on the ankle now, and, like, the bone is protruding. You can hear it cracking, and there's that...
Can I try to trip it?
Go ahead and make me... Make me a grapple attack. Why not?
I don't know what that means.
So it would be part of your athletics. We'll do a contested athletics.
11.
12.
Damn it!
It's you try to grapple it and, like, trip it to the ground, but, like, its ankle pops back into place for a second and it becomes solid, and you just end up kicking a foot, and then it pops back in or back out of place and sticks through the bone again and kind of grinds against the carpet on the floor. It now grabs your other shoulder.
Can
and
I try to run away from it?
No, you are grappled.
No,
at
but it
this
didn't
point.
roll to grapple me.
Let's go ahead.
You can't just tell me I'm grappled.
Okay, go ahead and roll me athletics.
Okay.
It got an 18.
Oh, I'm not gonna beat that. 1.
So, you are grappled, and it begins to pull you in, and as it gets close, you can smell what she had to eat. The oysters, plus the wine, plus the metallic-y smell of death and blood. But it gets so close to your ear, and it goes, over there.
I thought you were gonna fucking die.
And it points to behind the tube that is currently displaying the body of Gabriel Catris, and you see now and hear as it goes and drops back to the floor.
I use prestidigitation to clean the urine off of myself.
God.
Okay.
I'm clean now. I smell like flowers.
Mm-hmm.
I walk over to the other dead body.
Mm-hmm.
I overhear it. I go up right to it. I look at it. I'm over here. I look behind it.
So as you look behind, it had initially seemed like this tube, which was kind of slanted up like this, was supported and completely against the wall of this car. There's a little crack behind the tube.
Is there anything back there? Can I,
Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand. As This space is not big enough for you to see, but there's like
20. Dirty.
Dirty 20?
Nope, 21.
Okay. So you manage to kind of get your hand back in there, and you feel what seems to be like a vial of something. It's a glass vial. It kind of clinks against the metal, and it has something wrapped around the outside of it. And you begin to pull it back out, and you see the inside the vial. There seems to be like this green viscous liquid, and wrapped around the outside of the vial itself seems to be a piece of vellum that is tied with a piece of twine. Oh gosh, I have to look real quick and verify. I gotta pull up my note real quick. So you read the note, but it is in a language that only you would be able to read.
Okay.
It is in Yontian.
Okay.
Which, while you have not spoken or read it in a really long time, it is familiar to you. And you begin to read it, and it says, my killer knew not that I was immune to poison.
This is poison?
You read a little bit further down, and the language lists the ingredients. Find that note real quick. This is known as the basilisk kiss poison, which is said to turn the insides of its victims to stone.
Go up to the tube where the body is suspended, and I look at it and knock on the glass.
Nothing?
Okay, I put everything in my pocket.
So you make your way through the lounge car. I'm assuming there's nobody in the lounge car at this point. So you move to the next door, and you unlock that, and you see that Killian is like kind of trying to like get the door open to the next car, and you actually see on like a table near him there is the three fairies, and they are like laying at odd angles on the table, and they look like they're frozen, and you hear him like open the door behind you.
Where were you?
I was in the back with the luggage. Yeah.
I found the lawyers.
What, you found them like that?
Well, yeah, I like pick one up and like I found it in the freezer.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if we can thaw them.
Well,
I don't have anything that can do it.
Does it look like they were frozen, or
Go ahead and make me an
Is
Arcana
this-
check.
chronergy?
Does it cast fireball?
I keep rolling these. You said investigation?
Arcana.
No, Arcana. Those are all 8. 21.
21? Yeah, so you look at this magic, this is familiar magic. This is magic that shouldn't be outside your laboratory. This is a time stop spell.
Okay.
No?
Nope.
No. Close? No?
I mean, you got part of it, right? Yeah. Okay.
That was my guess a long time ago.
So, what do I really want to... Alright. I'm going to dispel magic.
And the nice thing about these three being one entity is you only have to cast it once.
Good.
So yeah, go ahead and cast your dispel magic. It takes it a moment, and Killian, you actually see as this unnamed mage that you haven't asked a name from yet, begins to kind of do this with his hands, and you see a number of runes like on a clock, like all of a sudden match up to these runes that are appearing on the three fairies, and he starts to dial it forward, and it starts turning these hands on the clock in front of this set of trio of fairies, and it starts to turn at a normal pace now, and the fairies all kind of like, thank you. We saw a flash of yellow eyes before the darkness took us.
Yellow eyes.
Yes.
Okay. Was this during the first?
When everybody disappeared.
Okay.
When it first went dark, we were all in the viewing car.
Wow. Do I recognize anyone with yellow eyes? Well, did he? Okay, is it like? Are we talking lights?
A flash.
Or like?
Just a flash of yellow eyes.
They don't look like they were from a Warforged.
No. Not square like theirs are.
Yeah.
Natural eyes.
Trying to think back to everyone that I've met. Can I maybe recall if anyone...
Roll me a history check.
Oh boy.
As you attempt to recall this information.
I actually made a character that could do these kind of checks.
I could do checks.
That one actually is not very good. That's a 13.
13. It takes you a few moments, but you do recall that the first time you saw Claudius, that they have very avian-like eyes, which in the right light may have flashed yellow. You also recall Josephine talking to Killian and flashing her eyes, and they were serpentine and yellow for a moment. Again, that glint.
Okay. Well, that's curious indeed. Go find somewhere to hide. I don't know.
And they're like, yeah, sure. And they fly back towards the lounge car.
Okay.
Do we think it's best if we all stay together?
I don't think it matters. This has happened twice.
We should find everyone else, though.
Well, I haven't encountered anyone else on my way here, so I guess pressing on. Fortunately, I found some keys, so I'll see if any of these work on this door.
So you're pressing on, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
So, Josephine, on the other side of the door, you start to hear it rattle, and it opens up, and...
I, hear it rattling, and I look around, and I grab, a chair.
And the two of you walk in and see as Josephine is now armed with a chair and pointed in your general direction.
Oh, thank God! I set the chair down. I sit in the chair.
The body of Shiri has now moved and is torted in strange fashion.
Did you do that to your stepmom?
What?
Wasn't she your stepmom?
Oh my God. She reanimated, touched me. It's horrifying. I was knocking on the door, didn't you hear me?
Yeah, but I couldn't get in.
Well, guys, I was gonna die, and then she
Squelches.
Did the fairies come in with us?
No, they went to the lounge car. They were like, we're out.
Oh, have you found anyone else?
Just us.
Okay.
We did find the lawyers there, chilling in for the liquor.
Wait, you found the lawyers? Where were they?
They were back there.
Where?
Just back there.
Just in the dining? What, were they having a nightcap?
They were just chilling.
Okay. Well, you guys aren't the murderer, right? You're not the murderer? You didn't murder my mother, right?
No.
You?
I'm pretty comfortable in that I did not do that.
Can I roll an insight on both of them?
You certainly can.
Okay. 19!
The rest of you roll charisma plus your proficiency.
Oh.
Proficiency.
Yep. Charisma modifier plus proficiency plus your d20 roll.
17?
20.
I got a 19 on my roll.
So, yeah, Killian's pretty easy to read. Seems like he's pretty positive that he's not killer. The other person on the way, on the other hand, is stone cold, like, not giving you any kind of emotion whatsoever.
Hey.
Just stone cold logic.
Okay.
Facts.
Hey, I never got your name.
Smooth. It's Otto.
Otto and Josephine.
I'm aware.
That dead woman talked to me. She whispered in my ear.
What did she have to say?
She pointed to this dead woman. and then collapsed on the floor. And I found a clue behind. I think it's a clue anyway. Behind there.
What was it?
Well, before I tell you, I would like to lead with another question. A couple of them. Well, just one. You worked with her, my mother. Did you know what she really was?
I don't believe she ever revealed her true identity, no.
And you?
Can't say that I know.
She was a very mysterious woman.
Okay.
What do you know?
What do you mean, what do I know?
What was your mother?
What do you think that I am?
You ask a question like that, it very clearly means there's something that you have to tell us.
Okay. I pull out the little script, not the vial, but I pull out the little script that I found. And I say, I found this behind there. And I just give it to you so you can read it. Oh, you can't read it! Fuck! Sorry. Sorry, it's written in Yanti. It says, I believe this is her handwriting.
You don't know.
Well, I'm assuming it's her handwriting. It says that her murderer didn't know that she was immune to poison.
So she was poisoned?
I'm assuming that that's the case, or the first...
Sounds like she wasn't, if she's immune.
Well, that's what I don't know how she died, what caused her death, but maybe there was more than one attempt on her life.
Is she even dead?
Well, I went and knocked on the thing to see if, I can't examine her. She's suspended in water. But I'm just pointing out the fact that I found that whoever killed her didn't know she was immune to poison. But I know that she's immune to poison because I'm immune to poison. It's just part of our natural chemistry.
Okay.
Of our bodies.
Seems like a useful feature.
Gabrielle's like in a tube. We can see her.
Mm-hmm. What you doing?
She in a bacta tank.
But I can see her?
Yeah, you can see her.
Can I reach out and communicate with her through my mind and see if she responds?
Ooh. What are you trying to do?
Like telepathically communicate with her.
Can you?
Yeah.
Is that part of your...
Yeah, so I have awakened mind. You can telepathically speak to any creature you see within 30 feet if it understands at least one language. So I'm just reaching out to see if there's
hello, is anyone there?
Yeah, I mean, if she's alive.
To see if there's any consciousness. I assume she's dead, but hey, let's...
So you stare at Gabrielle and you reach out with your mind and you hear a very faint reply. And it says, alive.
I got chills.
Oh my god! Wait.
There is no killer.
What do you mean there's no killer?
You gotta be shitting me.
She's alive.
So Gabrielle is in the tank and she's wearing kind of something similar to a swim top, like a tie back and shorts, and you can see there had been stab wounds that were on her stomach and throughout her chest. There were probably about 5 of them. So you see that they had been bandaged up and sutured up at some point.
I assume would I recognize the voice? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds pregnant.
You worked with her for years.
Yeah.
If she but you think she's alive? Who the fuck killed her? I gestured to the other lady.
Needing to just cover all my bases. Does it seem like he wasn't just making up that, oh, she's alive?
Well,
go ahead and roll me insight.
Wait. I look at her and I cast message.
Go ahead and roll me
deception?
Nope. Go ahead and roll me persuasion. Because you are telling the truth.
Yeah.
chats.
Only at 14.
It's 21.
Yeah.
Absolutely telling the truth. You
Like, I would assume he would just, like, fail.
Yeah, like...
Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
It's time
I'm
for me
assuming
to be more
just reading
forthcoming
them.
with the rest of what this message says that's written in Yamti.
And then just rip open the bag. Oh, you already opened it.
I already did it. Would you like some munchies?
No.
Would you like some
No,
munchies?
thank you.
Josh, munchies?
No.
Okay.
Viewers? Munchies?
My viewers, munchies?
Viewers, munchies?
Not sponsored? Okay, so
Wait, is
then...
that a brand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will, now I would like, okay, it's time for me to be a little more forthcoming with this, with the rest of what this says. And this, I pull out a vial of poison that I was tied with this. The rest of the message says something about whatever this poison is, something about basilisk?
Basilisk kiss.
Basilisk kiss. It's like causes stone.
It causes the user, or the, not users, but causes the victim's insides to turn to stone.
Causes the victim's insides to turn to stone. I wonder if that kept her from dying after the...
Well, that would be one way to cauterize a wound.
I don't know what to do with all of this information, but I am going to write a book about this after we get out of here. Everyone's names will be changed for safety.
That's not... It's really not that surprising. Okay. Well... That's weird.
So wait, but why did she do this whole... Wait, what's with this whole elaborate thing that's going on this train, and the dead wife that talked to me? Still kind of weird. And the... Where are all of the people that work on this train?
Well... I don't know. I mean, I guess...
The chef's asleep in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really the only people that we've actually seen work on the train.
Where's...
But what about the Warforged? Where are they out?
They're off.
Why?
They're offline.
Is that...
Well, apparently, I'm not entirely sure what caused them.
So what do we do?
Well, at this point, there are two others that are missing.
At least 3.
Huh?
Wasn't there 3 people missing? There's the bird, there's the jovial orc, and the orc was talking about a sexy lady.
She was in the engine room.
Was.
Well, I don't remember anyone else coming on with us, though.
Well,
She's
3.
she's the captain. She's commanding. She's the one that takes care of the engine. I don't know how
I believe that's just an engineer.
I don't know. She works here. I don't
That's
know.
what they were. I'm
I didn't
telling you
get it.
I don't know, I just work here.
I didn't give her name. She threatened me with a metal pipe.
Well, that's...
I believe she's the pipe layer.
So, okay. Then that means that there's another person who works here. Our delightful chef doesn't seem to have teleported, though some of us, I believe, have not moved before, so it's possible.
The last time that everything went dark, I didn't move. I stayed in this train car.
Okay, perfect. So that
And then was assaulted by my dead
could
stepmother.
mean that maybe they're not affected, or well, he's lucky.
But what do we do about the fact that she's not dead?
I mean, she does look dead. You know, some things can animate a body for just a short period of time, so I'm looking at it again. It still look pretty dead.
Yeah.
Even deader than before.
Yeah. I don't mean the person on the floor. I meant the person in the tube.
Well, I think
She's clearly very dead.
Well, I'm not sure that there's much we can do about that one for right now. So
I mean, I have healing magic. I could.
You want to attempt to heal them right now?
I don't know. I want to get off this damn train.
Well, right now, there's one person who has attempted to take the life of your mother, apparently, and has at least successfully killed her.
What?
Well, I guess not really widow. I guess that's the other way around.
I don't know what the opposite term of widow is.
Wife? You're alive.
No, but widower. Widower.
That's if you're a man.
So, stumbling through the other door on the opposite end of this cabin, you now
I'm
see...
raising my chair in defense again.
You now see Claudius as he stumbles through, and he has this giant gash across his chest, and it looks like somebody has cut him clean across the chest, and he stumbles in, and he's
Holy shit!
holding it, and he's like, "That bastard Gerald tried to kill me.
Why?
I don't know.
Do I believe him?
Did you try to kill him?
No.
I'm gonna insight.
I want to insight my question.
6! 7! I got a +1, bitches.
You're just seems legit.
I'm more concerned that this man is bleeding, I think. Oh, what are you?
16. So that's a 22.
Absolutely telling the truth.
Oh, he's not acting that he's getting okay.
No, he's hurt, and he's trying to slump to one of the chairs, and he looks around and looks at the dead body that's moved now, and is like, "You guys weren't doing anything weird, were you?"
What were you doing that caused this?
I was trying to get back into this car. I got teleported to the stupid beds, and I was stuck in one of the beds. Literally stuck in one of the beds. The bed turned into a freaking sand trap.
What?
The bed turned into quicksand.
Why were you what? The bed turned into what the fuck? He's trying to kill all of us. Here,
Okay.
here,
You got teleported into the bed, you tried to go to bed, and then the bed started to...
I didn't try to go to bed, I tried to get out of the bed, and as soon as I started moving, I started sinking.
Okay, and then?
And then I tied a bunch of the blankets, which were not sand, to one of the frickin' bedposts and pulled myself out with my wings.
Where was the part that Gerald stabbed you?
Yeah.
I finally got out of the room, got out of the quicksand, got out of the room, and he was trying to go to the engine room, I guess, and he was making all sorts of racket about trying to go see the engineer, I guess, and I said that we had to find everybody else because we got teleported around, and then he got really angry, and I said, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I know I'm an asshole, but I told him that we all needed to stick together, or I was totally going to say that he was the killer.
And then he stabbed you.
Yeah, he just fucking brandished his dagger and tried to stab me. He had a real weird look in his eyes.
I wonder if he's enthralled by that.
What kind of look?
Bloodshot eyes and pissed.
So you pissed him off?
There he was drunk.
Bro, no.
It's no reason to try to kill me. Smooth.
Christian's the real killer. Just strangled you.
Do you like supporting artists? Do you like nerdy things like Dungeons and Dragons? Then Co-op Creations SD is the store for you. You can find adorable dragons, menacing mind flayers, and jealous jelly cubes to accompany you on your adventures. Need a way to safely transport your math rocks? Then their homemade dice bags will keep your click-clacks warm. Stop on by their Etsy page soon, as stock is limited.
something real fucking weird is going on this train. I don't think any of us are the killer. I think there is somebody on this train just trying to kill all of us.
Who else is on the train?
I don't know, but we have not been in every single train car at the same time or different times or whatever. Like, it's really easy to hide on a train. Especially when we keep getting fucking teleported around.
Where's the conductors?
Are you talking about the robot men?
The Warforged,
Yeah, he said that they were taking a nap or sleeping or offline or...
They're off.
They're offline. What? Wait, why?
Just said I don't know why they were turned off.
Why were they off?
Oh my god. Are you all seriously just going to keep asking the same questions?
Look, conductors should be on the entire time of a train trip. One should be on all the time. I've ridden enough trains.
Where did you even see them?
They're in the back.
Well, let's go turn them on.
Here, come here. And I
Probably not going to happen.
I pat his gashing wound and heal him a little.
Okay.
Want me to actually give you a damage number?
Yes, because he did take damage.
Cure wounds. First level. What would 8 look like? He gets 8 health.
That definitely helps him out.
And then I'm going to go to Otto.
I actually think you should hold off a moment.
What?
Does anyone know how to reprogram Warforged?
No? Do you?
Or
You work at the company.
It was just the looks and the money.
I'm starting to wonder after that how you
Who was it?
possibly couldn't have expected the company to be taken from you. You didn't do
It was really
anything?
offensive. He funded part of it.
That's a big part.
Yeah.
He was PR.
At the very least, you should have continued to be a shareholder.
That's what I thought.
He was in advertising.
Advertisers are the bread.
Capitalism.
Advertisers are the bread and butter of a company.
Travis will love
Yeah.
that reference.
Let's not stroke his ego.
Love you, Travis.
Travis, a week from now, watching this video, damn straight. We'll get a message in the chat about this.
Mhm.
Okay.
But yeah, Claudius is like, we should turn on one of the conductors because if they're on, we at least stop this stupid fucking train at the next city.
Can we not stop it if they're not on?
That's not going to happen.
Wait, can we not stop it if they're not on?
How do you plan on stopping it?
I don't know, manually?
How?
There's got to be like a.
Is there not like a pull like a turn off switch?
Have you not seen the engine?
Well, I was in there, but then I got threatened by what was she?
She was a Minotaur.
A Minotaur, a very lovely Minotaur, who, what's his name, was very enthralled with.
What's his name? The guy that stabbed me?
Yeah, the guy that stabbed you.
Yeah, I'm thinking she might be dead.
What?
Like I said, he fucking stabbed me.
Wait, you think he stabbed her? He wanted to, fuck her.
What if she says no?
She's large and in charge. I think she could fuck him up. She's a Minotaur.
I think that's
He's just a half
You did
orc.
say she had a very large metal object.
She had a giant. She threatened me with a giant pole.
All right. Well,
I'm not about to go check. I don't want him to stab me.
so I came from the back of the train and I did not pass through any engines. So I'm assuming that's the way to go. That's the way he went.
Front of the car is always the engine.
So, would you want to go to the engine room now?
That's
I think
where
we
the
should
only
find-
other person is.
It's true.
Also-
Maybe we all go together.
We will be, hopefully she's still alive and we
Yeah.
have someone else who can stop the train.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
I'm not going anywhere. This still fucking hurts.
Well, you don't want to stay in here. When I got stuck in here the last time, the lights went down. That thing turned into a zombie and reanimated and tried to eat my brains.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, you have a wound. Zombies like wounds.
They really do.
You should be with us.
You definitely should come with us. You want to keep your brains.
This train ride is fucking weird.
Well,
Yes.
you're the one who loved her.
I thought it was kinky at first, alright? Anyway, lead on. You guys are leading. I'm not getting stabbed again.
Oh yeah, you're going first. Would you like my cane sword?
No, I'm fine.
Here, have this, and I touch you. I touch you on the face. I give you a good touch. Inspiration, bardic inspiration. First one.
Ooh.
I know how to use things. You get a D8.
Ooh.
You can add it to ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
There is a moment that will probably be useful.
Mm.
D8s are nice. Alright, fine. I will press on.
Okay. So you all start heading towards the engine room then?
Yeah.
Okay. As you start to go, what's the marching order?
Well, I guess me.
I'll go after.
I will let, is it Claudius go,
Mhm.
and then I will be behind him, kind of taking the caboose.
Okay.
And then while everyone is like up there, are you guys like getting ready to fight just in case? Like,
I think we're
do
just...
you have your rapier and stuff out?
No, I don't. I don't have my rapier out because I don't know how to use it.
It's just for show.
I bought it at an estate sale. I thought it looked cool. Matched my outfit. No, I feel like we're all like Scooby in the gang when we're all like creeping around like this. That's the vibe I'm getting from us.
Alright. So you guys make across the coupling. Just as Claudius gets in between the trains where you have to cross across the coupling and you're about to head through the door slams shut on you, and Claudius is stuck outside. And you suddenly hear him banging on both of the doors, and he's yelling at you to let him in.
You have the key. You have the key, right? Open the door. I try to open the door. It's locked.
So, since the doors are closed, you can see opaque, and there's enough light where you see the silhouette of Claudius. And he's banging on the door, and then all of a sudden you see this shadow start to travel down the opaqueness, and it and
I
he
just
is gone.
start frantically slapping your shoulder in a panic. Unlock the door! I'm going to go get him!
No.
What?
That is absolutely not going to happen.
You gotta go get him! He just got...
We are moving very fast.
He just got...
Something just ripped him off of the train.
Oh
He
my...
is gone.
Oh my god! We're all gonna die!
You guys are clipping on along at a really good speed. Probably about 100 feet per round.
But he can fly. He's probably fine, right?
Whatever makes you feel better.
What about the other guy?
Did you get a glimpse at what or who it was? Anyone?
It's just you and me
He
here.
is, yeah,
I
in
didn't make
the
out.
back
Oh,
car.
I'm still in the car. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
because-
That's why I said, what about the other guy?
That's who she was talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh,
I didn't see who it was. I can't see through the window when the door is shut.
Yeah, you just hear, ah!
okay.
We can't just leave him in there. We should go back for him.
Yeah, so I'm going to... fine. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can re-unlock.
Okay, so you move, since you guys are in the small corridor way of the sleeping quarters now, you move past her and you unlock the door and you open it up and nothing out here.
Yeah. Okay, well, so you're in the other...
I'm still in the car.
I put my
Yeah.
Yeah,
hand...
you're in the viewing car. Yep.
He was out in between. The
He was
two.
in between
Yeah,
you two.
open space,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
So
So you guys are currently in the open space.
I'll put my hand on your shoulder, to peek around, and I'll be like, Killian, can you hear me?
I'll try to unlock this, but I'd like to have an action ready.
Okay. What are you readying?
It is a momentary stasis.
Momentary stasis? Okay. As you are attempting to unlock this next door, you're yelling at Killian through the door. Killian, you hear Josephine yelling back at you through the door. You can hear them. It's muffled, and she's yelling awfully loud to compensate for the wheels on the track. Do you respond to them?
You probably hear. you guys?
I think the other guy's dead. We saw him get yanked off the train.
He's got wings. Poor merchant to the badge.
Multipass.
Multipass, yeah. So, yes. You are attempting to unlock the door, and Josephine, go ahead and make me a perception check as you are standing
No.
behind
You make the perception check.
behind Otto right now.
5.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I'm just holding Otto. I'm holding Otto, and that's all I'm looking at Otto because I'm terrified. And also, I'm just like my fingernails into his shoulders in panic.
So
I hold you. You can't leave me alone here.
You have the keys, so I need you.
My character is scared because I'm scared.
So
Accurate. Josh keeps doing this to me.
reaching down from the roof of the train, this green arm reaches down and grabs you by the hair and starts to yank
I'm
you
holding
up.
Kelly here. I'm holding Otto.
What's your... Is it a save?
It's a con.
Wait, a
save.
green arm?
Con
Is
save.
it? What's his name?
Oh, Gerald?
Gerald?
You can't see the other end of this arm yet. That is a natural 2. So you manage to stop this creature dead in its tracks, and after your panic subsides a little, Josephine, your hair is still kind of grasped as you're still kind of in the grasp
Can
of
I
this
do
creature.
something?
But it is stopped. And you look up and you see the face of this creature now, and it has this old, like, green knotted face with a long pointed nose and this white ichor black hair with like actual ichor like inside of its hair, and it's in this like dark robe. And any of you can make me a nature check,
Not my best feature.
because you will have opened the
It's
door
a 9.
in this. So, Killian, if you can see the creature as well, if you want to make a nature check.
He'll not be good. A 6.
6?
9.
9?
I am very unfamiliar with these.
Okay. So, Josephine, you've read some literature on these creatures. Well, creature lore is not really in your wheelhouse of what you are writing. This creature is known as a green hag.
Well, I don't even know what that is. What's it? What? Go away!
She's I'm
still holding.
Oh.
She's like stopped as she is like has this like toothless grin on her face, and she is just like still kind of has your hair in her long bony fingers.
I pulled my sword out of its sheath and I stab her in the face.
Go ahead and roll me.
Let go of me!
Go ahead and roll me an attack roll with advantage. Since she's technically bound.
How do I play games?
Incapacitated is her stat.
Oh, she's incapped?
Oh, with advantage? I rolled a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Which is, I think, something you need to take a picture of.
Oh, that's great.
With a speed of 0.
Yep. So that is, just hitting alone is technically a crit.
So is it double crit?
No.
Is that a thing?
Okay, so I do a d8 plus 12 damage.
12 damage?
Yep.
Yeah, you managed to stab her in her eye, and a little bit of her eye goo juice kind of drips down your cane blade, but she is held, so she is still, like, holding onto your hair, so you're still kind of stuck there.
I'm still, like, grappled onto Gray with one arm.
Not
like
Gray.
Or not Gray.
Raise up your
Otto. I'm, like, holding Otto with one hand, and the cane sword with the other hand, like, stabbing her with it. Make her let go of my hair!
Killian, you still have an action at this point, too, if you'd like.
Yeah, door's open, I can see.
Yep.
he will immediately make eye contact with the hag, and he will throw up his hands, and he is gonna scream, "Eldritch Blast!"
Yeah!
And he's gonna shoot off 2 Eldritch Blasts.
So go ahead and roll me with advantage.
Okay. Yeah, it is, I forgot what numbers are. It's a 17.
Yes,
For
that will
1.
hit.
Yeah, that is 21 for the second.
Yeah, those will both hit. They're criticals.
Perfect. Oh, they're so double
Yeah.
die.
Incapacitated.
Yep.
This is a D10. I don't think I got a D10
I'm
out.
assuming like that is all just like going down at once. It
That's a 12.
will probably die from 2 Eldritch Blasts. We'll see.
We'll see.
Let's just roll this.
But it will be released.
Okay.
It will have taken.
So double the die.
Yep.
So the first one would be 8, and then 16.
16 plus 8, 24. Do you have your modifiers on those yet at this level, or is it just straight damage?
It's so each Eldritch Blast is 1d10 plus 2.
Okay.
Did you add your 2s in there?
I did.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, so the first one was a 3, so I doubled it to get
6, and
plus
then
2
plus
is
2 is 8.
Next one was 7, so I doubled that to 14 to add 2, which was
Okay. Yeah,
16.
no, that's more than enough. Those 2 blasts, like, it takes a little bit of your hair with it, Josephine. Just a few strands in each, between each of its fingers, but like you manage to blast it at an angle where it actually like gets forced up, and it just and it's gone.
Oh, just like
It's dead, and the body is like
behind us.
yeah. As the train is moving, and you blasted it upwards.
Let's keep going. Let's get in. Can we please get into a car, please?
So yeah, you guys move.
Let's run towards the engine.
Continuing forward.
Okay. So you guys move into the living quarters, the sleeper car. So
Okay. Well, that one guy's probably. What the fuck was that thing?
you know.
It was some kind of hag,
Mm-hmm.
but it was very easy to kill, seemingly. So what was? Why was it here? What was it? Okay.
Killian, why don't you roll me a perception check for when the hag had actually died?
14.
14? Just as it was forced up and then started flying back for a second there, you could have swore you saw the faint little bit of fizzle as something had been unsummoned. Like when something
So it was like
returns from where it came from.
So somebody summoned.
yeah, I don't think that was a normal creature. I think it was someone's minion doing their bidding.
Who can summon something like that?
I don't know. It seems like we all know magic, but
I can't summon
Yes.
things.
I can't either.
Can you?
No, not in that business. Well,
All
It
the
would be
magic that I know
awkward.
is mostly for theatrical purposes.
Same?
well, it would be awkward if Claudius, unless it was a ruse to throw us off. course.
I don't know if Claudius could do magic. I never saw him. I mean, he just.
That's exactly it. We haven't seen him do anything. We don't know what he's capable of.
Well, right now he's capable of being dead, potentially.
Well,
Everyone's capable of being dead, unless you're a zombie.
Well, I got attacked by a zombie a few seconds ago, so don't
either way, we
Don't
need
say
to
it
continue
say it 3
forward.
times.
So you're moving beyond the sleeper car now into the engine room?
Yeah, along the way, though, I want to see if I noticed this quicksand
bed.
So about the third bedroom in, you see the door is still kind of ajar, and there's actual like blood on the floor in front of the third bedroom. You look in, and this bed, like you look in at the bedpost, and there is like a blanket that's been tied and like lassoed around the bedpost. And you see as it's getting like pulled into this sand pit that is in the middle of the bed.
It was absurd enough.
Hmm.
But true.
I didn't see that one coming, I'll be honest.
I didn't either. Interesting. The other rooms look undisturbed?
The room with the bigger bed's door is open, but nobody is inside it. The other rooms don't look like they've been touched.
So 7 Gerald's.
In the engine room? Maybe. Let's go look.
Okay. So you guys use the key to open up the engine room, and you don't see anybody at first, and you get a catch glimpse of the engine if you haven't seen it already. Giant blue crystal in the middle that is powering the lightning as a couple of giant pistons are kicking back and forth, kicking lightning actually out of the rails on either side of the train. There's enough steam and like heat in this room where you can see the Minotaur female engineer like at the front, and it looks like she is like checking various like instruments and whatnot at the front of the train. She hasn't noticed you yet.
Should we get her attention? Do you see Gerald?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
TM.
10?
Which is my perception. Yeah, it's pretty bad. 13. 14.
14?
27.
No, that's 16.
16? What was yours?
14.
14? 16 for you? You don't see him in the room, but there's enough steam coming off of the different implements in this room. You see a little waver of something passing through the steam on the left side of the engine.
Over there.
You see it for just a moment.
Is it Gerald?
I don't know, but something's moving. Could be another one of those creatures, or could be Gerald.
What should we do? I would let her know we're here because she seems angry that people are in her space.
She hasn't noticed us yet?
Mm-mm. Yeah, she's pretty caught up in her work right now.
Okay, but we don't know if there's any other ways out.
We need to ask her to stop this train at the next station, I think.
Okay, well, I'll keep an eye on this.
I'll just, to get her attention, knock on the door.
Just as you're about to knock on the door, the movement that you had seen, Otto, it gets fairly close to the engineer herself, and then, like, it goes to a lower, like, stance. Like, from moving forward, it kind of does like this, and then just as Josephine's about to knock, the illusion well, not illusion, but the invisibility fades, and you see Gerald as he is now like kneeling behind the engineer, and he says, "My dear, I would like to ask you on a date." And he moves his hands in just a magical means, and you see him create some flowers in his hands, and like that's the same time that Josephine like knocks on the door, and she turns around and like backhands him, and he like goes rolling across the floor.
Ooh.
That's exactly the sound he makes.
Okay.
Sorry. Sorry.
I'm just gonna like try and unlock this door.
It was unlocked when you guys came in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going in, and I wanna. Is he still visible, or did he end up getting knocked in the mist?
No. He dropped his illusion. You get the idea that he was using it to sneak up on her, so she didn't like chase him out.
Mm-hmm.
Miss?
I told y'all to get.
I know, but something really weird is happening on the train, and we can't find anyone.
People missing on my train?
There's definitely people missing, and the war forges are turned off.
God damn it! And she grabs the giant like metal pipe that she had waved at you earlier.
We don't need you to metal pipe someone. We just want you to stop this train at the next station.
I can't do that without one of them warforged.
Well, hopefully you know how to turn them back on then.
I know how to turn them back on. You just hit them a couple times on the head and they're good.
Well,
why didn't you try that, Otto?
I didn't have to. Something else tried it, and maybe it tried a little too hard.
What? What the fuck does that even mean?
It has a hole in its head.
Why didn't you tell us that 3 train cars ago?
To be entirely honest, it wasn't really all that important.
What do you mean it's that important? We need the Warforged to stop the train, and the Warforged has a hole in its brain. Where its brain would be if it was living.
The other one did it.
Well, is the other one still functional?
That's why I asked for programmers. Anyone who can reprogram or re-engineer, rewire. Actually, you are an engineer, aren't you, dude?
And the Minotaur, smacks the metal pipe in her hand, and she's like, yeah, I know how to re-engineer, and she is like, alright, everybody out of my engine room, and she, reaches down and grabs, Gerald by the back of the shirt and starts dragging him into the next car.
Gerald, I look at him while he's being dragged. Can you explain to me why you stabbed Claudius?
I didn't stab Claudius.
Claudius told us you stabbed him.
I didn't stab anybody.
Slashed him. Then
If
why
he pulls
was he...
out his dagger, it's clean.
You have other weapons?
Can I roll
I
an
just
insight?
have the dagger.
I want to roll an insight check. 9, 10.
A big fat hand.
11, 12?
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
Yes.
Do you think that that's what we're dealing with right now?
Probably.
Oh, you're so confident! Oh my god, I'm gonna die in this fucking train.
So, yes. The Minotaur, who you know Josephine as Halafa, is like, alright, everybody get. Keep going, keep moving.
Okay. I feel safer in the engine room, though.
Nobody's gonna be in my engine room without me.
But there's a dead person in one of the cars a little farther on.
And she's like, God damn it, more bad news?
I'm sorry.
Keep moving. As you all pass through the sleeper car.
Oh, son of a... I could have opened the door myself. I've knocked.
So good.
Magic.
Oh.
So as she's kind of ushering you in and using her body to basically push you out, she's still dragging Gerald, who's like, I'm okay with this. And she has enough of dragging him along, and she tosses him into the first room that she sees. And she's like, alright, let's head back to them Warforge.
Okay.
So you all start to head back in that general direction. When you open the door to the viewing car, there is not a body inside the tube anymore.
Is there still a crumpled body on the floor?
There is. The tube itself is no longer full of water.
Son of a bitch.
And the glass is down.
I left 2 dead bodies in this shit. Where?
Wait, so it...
But
the
you
glass?
see a pair of feet sticking out the other side of, against the wall where the tube
A pair
is.
of feet?
Yes.
I'm gonna go over to the feet.
You go over, and Gabrielle Catris is sat up against the wall on the other side of the tube, and she is sopping wet, and she can barely move a muscle at all, and she's kind of shivering.
Hey, Otto, are you wearing a jacket? Give me a jacket.
Yeah, I'll...
I
Take
drape it over her shoulders, and I'm like, so you're not dead, huh?
Not as quite as much as they would like me to be.
Cool. Do you need something?
A few minutes.
Oh, okay. I could heal you, but I don't know if that would help.
I just need some time.
Okay. I'm really sorry about your wife.
And you see as she just kind of...
That's not...
Is that news to her?
She definitely saw the body.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely... She's obviously your crumpled body in the corner.
And she's trying really hard to speak right now. And she's like, that's not the biggest problem you have right now.
Yeah, I know. I don't...
I don't think that you know.
You didn't invite us, did you?
No.
Who did?
And she points back, and you now see 2 people standing behind you, you see Claudius, and you also see Shiri.
The what?
The person that was dead?
Oh, is there a body on the floor still?
Mm-hmm. Still appears to be Shiri on the floor.
And also Shiri not on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get out.
Does it really take a genius to figure that part out? You literally just asked about it.
I put myself in between the not dead person and the not dead person and go, what the fuck is going on here?
Gabriel and Shiri just kind of smile and say, we're just tying up loose ends of the company.
Wait,
Gabriel?
Oh, not Gabriel. Shiri and Claudius. Sorry.
Okay.
I was like, who
As
is that?
they smile at each other and reach over and grab each other's hands.
before they actually contact, momentary stasis
On which one?
on Claudius.
Claudius? And that's a con save?
Yes.
Dear God, are we attacking? I have magic.
That is a 19.
Yeah.
So, we will roll initiative.
Okay. That sounds like fun.
I have an initiative in
20! Dirty 20! Initiative. What'd you get? 4.
We'll see us.
They are going to go
So
at
it's
the
like
same time. Isn't that adorable?
Josh, why are you giving me so much stress? And
Thank
then
you for giving us so much stress.
Thank you for the stress.
Thank you for the stress, Daddy.
Don't.
Don't you mean Poppy?
Oh, no, I do not.
No.
I do
I had
not.
too much pizza. I can't keep it down.
I'm stressed. You've caused. It's 2 a.m. Why are you giving me this much stress? I'm having heart palpitations over here.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to make some more crinkle candy sounds.
Ho ho.
So 25 to 20.
28.
Dirty 20.
28? Holy shit. Alright.
I get to use my intelligence for my initiative.
Ah, yes. What is your dex mod?
4.
Okay, so they will go first.
Stressed. Christian.
Did we get a surprise round at least?
No surprise.
You were surprised.
Yeah, I'm very surprised.
I mean, the surprise round was me trying to hold him.
I fairy fire. Do you think that'll be helpful for us?
I mean, probably.
Give us advantage.
What if I cast knock on them? I'm gonna unlock your secrets.
Open your heart.
Open your heart to me.
Keelan, what was yours?
I'm already.
6?
I would like to have seen.
Oh no, I missed.
Oh. Right, and
That's probably right.
Gerald. Oh, Gerald.
He's there too.
That's nice.
Yeah. I want to know what he is, because I don't think we know what he is, do we?
Oh, like what he can. Yeah.
I think he's a rogue.
I'm
Or-
thinking either rogue or some sort of fighter.
Okay, Otto, it is your turn first.
Yeah, I've been actually looking.
Don't forget you're inspired.
Oh, yeah.
That don't last for 10 minutes. Has it been 10 minutes?
Doubtful. I don't know.
It's been longer than 10
I
minutes.
don't know. Oh, yeah, because you did it, like, when they got
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, prepare yourself to be inspired.
Double
I'm
inspired?
prepared to feel it inside. Okay.
Is this like a traveling, it's 2 wizards and a bard?
Yep.
Or 2 bards and a wizard?
2 bards and a wizard. Oh god, I don't know how to play a bard anymore, and I played one for 2 years, so don't mind me as I panic read through all of my abilities.
Right.
Oh, it updates that automatically. Yeah. Okay, good.
I
I'm going to do... What is this?
feel like all the bard stuff I chose were like mystery, not attack.
Where did I go? I wanted to do something, I can't find it.
Stress, guys.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm actually going to have to wait on that. I will instead do... You know what? Okay, Mind Spike on... I'm going to do Mind Spike on Shiri.
Okay. Yeah. Is it a save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
That...
By the way, that is at 3rd level, so...
that is only an 11.
Well, that fails. So 3d8. Ooh, that's pretty good. So 18 psychic damage, and then for its concentration for up to an hour, I know her location until the spell ends, but only while we're on the same plane of existence.
Okay.
While I have this knowledge, the target cannot become hidden from me, and if it's invisible, it gains no benefit from that condition against me.
Gotcha. Alright. Anything else from you?
Nah.
Okay. So... it is both of their goes. So, Shiri is actually going to... She's going to hit back with a couple of Eldritch Blasts. Spell plus 8, so the lowest one is a 14. 14 to AC.
I am going to shield.
You're going to shield? Okay. And then the other one would be a 23.
Oh, I mean, that's... Yeah.
That one's still going through? Okay. 10. That's a 10. So you take 8 points of Eldritch Blast damage. And then it is Claudius's turn. He is going to... We'll say he's also going to Eldritch Blast, but he is actually going to send one at the both of you.
Who is both of us? Okay.
Right. For Josephine, that's 20, and for... No. Yeah, that's 20. And then for Killian, that's 25. Yes. So for Josephine, that's going to be 3 points of Eldritch Blast damage, and for Killian, that's going to be 5 points of Eldritch Blast damage.
It is required to say Eldritch Blast like Southern, even if you are not Southern.
Exactly. It is Gerald's turn next. And he kind of stumbles through the door, and he's like, "Don't you hurt my woman!" And he is...
Oh, fuck, I forgot we had what's-her-name with us, too.
The mentor? Oh, I thought she stayed up front.
She's just kind of moving through you guys. She's not even paying attention to what's going on. Like, she's moving through the battlefield.
Right?
Yeah. Not really caring what's going on. And he is going to... This is a bonus action. So, he is going to inspire Josephine.
Just a bunch of bards. That was my guess.
What?
Gerald. Bard.
Wait, are all of you?
Yeah, all three of them are bards. When I saw it
bards.
earlier, I was like, oh, wow.
What does his inspiration do?
Same thing as yours does.
What does yours do?
Yeah, I'm like...
A D8. The creature can add it to one ability check, attack, or saving throw.
Is that just must be like the same for everyone?
Almost. Yeah.
Some of them are a little bit different.
It depends on how far you go, what college you went to.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to brandish his dagger, and run at Claudius and give him the good swipe. Shanky.
Oh, shit. That's 48.
Some more damage?
Yeah. It said 3d8 on the thing, but it says 48 on the... Okay, well,
Roll another 8.
That's another 7.
7? Okay. Yeah, she's looking a little rough.
So we start a band.
Yes.
Perfect.
But you see now...
Otto can be our manager.
Yeah.
You see now
We get us
as
there in time.
Gerald's dagger starts to glow with kind of this purplish energy, and he rolled an actual 20 against Claudius.
Hell yeah.
And the dagger is going to do a D4, but he's going to spend a bardic inspiration as part of that action to use psychic blades to add some psychic damage on top of this dagger hit.
Travis can't not be a rogue.
When he's not a rogue, right?
No, this is actually part of one of the bardic schools, so...
Is it the new bard? The psychic stuff?
Yeah, yep.
That they just came out with a little bit ago?
Okay, what are you?
Xanatar's. It's in Xanatar's.
Bard.
Bard?
I don't know what kind of bard I went.
Oh. So all the damage die is doubled, so that's...
I'm an introductory
4.
bard.
That's 8.
I didn't take a subclass. Or like
6 is 14 plus 3.
Okay. Are you cross-class?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was trying to build like
24,
25.
25.
So he's only at one level bard, and then he's just
So he scored as much as you did against Claudius.
So he's really a warlock.
Damn.
Because I can't not be a warlock.
Mm-hmm.
He's defending his lady's honor. So after Gerald is Josephine.
Josephine!
And
Okay.
you're inspired.
I'm inspired. Well, I would like to give what I receive.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration die as a bonus action to use Mantle of Inspiration.
Ooh.
I can, up to 4 creatures I can see. Boom, boom, boom. Gerald. We all get 8 temp HP,
Oh.
and you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attack if you so choose.
Well, Gerald's already up to Claudius, so he's right where he wants to be.
Perfect. 8.
Am I able to reposition away?
Yeah, you could get closer to the door where
And
it was
for
being blocked
my
by the Minotaur.
action, I'm going to position myself in a way to hit both Claudius and my stepmother, and I'm going to poison spray.
Poison spray?
Yeah.
Alright, what kind of saves are those? Con saves?
Con saves.
Okay.
Is that a racial?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. You literally just like spit venom at him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like dragon breath.
She like opens her mouth up and gives the spray. Claudius fails, but she rolled a 16.
That is the save. Fuck. It's 2d12. Okay.
Damn.
That's not bad.
Chomp. That's a d12.
Better than a dragon breath.
That's a d12.
Yeah, that fucking sucks.
Oh, I rolled really bad. 7 damage.
7 damage at max, and then you said half for save?
No, it's a cantrip, so she doesn't take any damage
Oh,
since
okay.
she
So
faced.
7 damage for Claudius.
Yep.
He is looking rough.
That is my
Claudius is
turn.
rough.
I will
Claudius
just.
is looking
I'm
rough.
positioning
Some
myself
of the feathers
basically
had fallen off.
directly in
Where's
front of my mother.
So you're... Yep.
I'm literally like my body is in front of her,
Yeah, okay.
but I'm away from everybody else.
Gotcha. Alright. So yeah, after that, Killian.
Okay. I am gonna not do what I thought I was gonna do,
Alright.
and I am.
I like to think that when she did poison spray, she hissed a little, like a little fork. The illusion fades, the little fork tongue comes out.
Sure.
Everything about that. We're close, right?
Oh
Everybody's close?
yeah. You're in a train car, so everybody's nice and tight.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. What I was gonna do, I needed to be close. I do the same old, and just scream,
Eldritch Blast.
Blast.
Yeah, that's not what I was gonna do. but that's
I did
what
not
I'm
take
doing.
that as
You
one
know
of
what?
mine.
Eldritch Blast is...
Yeah, well,
Like,
mine's like when mine
it's a
hits, it's
staple.
strong.
Are you going after Claudius?
I'm
then?
going to hit Claudius. I'm going to try to hit him first.
Okay.
With 1.
Fuck him up.
And that is 23.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that is...
Claudius? Sorry, Matt.
That's an 8.
8 damage. He is down.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to look at her and go... do the same thing. I just feel like we're just like intimidating them.
It's not as intimidating as me, who has a 4th tongue.
I am very intimidating. I will roll an intimidation check if you want me to.
I'm intimidating too. I'm even proficient in it.
Oh, y'all got.
I'm also proficient in intimidating people.
All these charisma people.
That probably won't. That is 14.
That will hit her.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
She's a mage,
It's only like a
right?
6.
Yeah, I mean,
6 damage?
Yeah, 6 damage.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Oh!
I kill both of them.
Hell yeah!
that's actually how I'm going to do it. I just go, what are you guys doing? I did it all.
So yeah, I mean, you just like, are you finger gunning
Yeah,
them?
it's
They're
pretty
just pew pew at the tin gallery, just shooting
Yeah.
down things. So yeah, you knock both of them down with an eldritch blast, and they just as the light is about to leave both of their eyes, they like try to reach for each other, but just don't quite make it.
I'm not sympathetic for you dead people. Good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, you guys are out of combat. So, yeah. So
Holy shit, we killed people!
Does that mean we're the killers? Or I don't know anymore.
You are.
You are.
Well, it's in my name, but
I did 8.
You killed both of them. You're the...
Oh, I am the killer.
You are-
crap,
you're
I'm the killer. Oh, no.
I turned to... What's her name?
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. And I go,
Mom?
he's the killer. And I just start
Savior.
hysterically chuckling, and I just sit down.
Thought you would have gotten some of my intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm so stressed right now, okay? What do you mean, what? Oh, you know what?
He killed those two, but they most assuredly deserved it.
They really did. They tried to kill you and all of us.
They tried to kill me a long time ago and pass off as me.
Wait, how long have you been like this?
For 5 years?
How did they even find out about me?
No, probably the letters that I wrote to send to you.
You wrote me letters? You can read. No.
You can read?
I feel like we need to have a conversation about this, but I just need a really stiff drink.
About the time she says 5 years,
And it's smoke.
I pull out that chip. I suppose you ordered this then, did you?
I didn't.
Shakily start trying to light a cigarette.
But I did enjoy your work.
Sure.
Okay.
You got a funny way of showing it.
Never meant any offense, just how I show people my kind of affection.
Does that mean you didn't fire him?
I didn't. They fired you?
Yeah.
Why would they fire you? You're the best advertiser that we had.
He's the adventure capitalist.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you still never paid him back.
That's fair. I was actually meaning to, Gerald, but things were in motion. I knew they were planning something.
Either way,
I
have to get off of this.
I really don't know how much of an excuse you have with this whole situation. I've been alive for 20 some odd years, but whatever.
Gonna be honest with you, I honestly did a lot of drugs back when I was pregnant with you, and
That explains a lot.
I apologize. I was in no shape to raise a child, mentally or physically, and I thought your father would take it.
Yeah,
good care of
father
you.
was a bastard. I haven't spoken to him in years. He tried to sue me. I wrote a book about him.
Okay, yeah, that definitely sounds like me. You probably are my daughter. Yes. Hilafa, would you kindly retrieve the Warforge and stop this train at the next exit?
I'm pretty sure you
She's
said they were
already
dead.
on her way.
No, just one has a giant hole. I don't know about the other one. I pulled this out. I wouldn't put it back in.
I hate this train.
I'd rather like this train.
You know what? There's a quicksand bed in the other car that says that this is a fucking hell train.
Make that, but
Well,
okay.
Yeah. I also don't like my stepmother. I'm glad that she's dead now.
Yes. I didn't find out that those two were together for quite a while.
Never see that coming, do you?
It's the one's closest to you.
Seems like you burned a lot of bridges.
Well, with
There
those
were
two...
bridges?
I don't know. Everyone who was here for this funeral really hated you. Most of the stuff that they hated you for, you didn't do, but some of it you did.
Well, I'll have a lot of making up to do, I'm sure.
You should rehire this guy. He's awesome.
Yeah, obviously.
Need to make commercials for you and jingles.
And then Gerald's like, yeah, just what you owed me plus maybe a date with. And he looks after the Minotaur, and she's like, probably arrange that.
But with the consent of the Minotaur. If she's not interested in the date, Gerald, you respect that.
Gerald's like, I don't think I'll have much of a choice, as he
Yeah, she really fucking clobbered you.
he's got a big old purplish bruise on his cheek where he just got laid out.
Yeah.
So
Makes you look like you've been in a fight. You really have just been in a fight.
I stabbed Claudius.
Well, then Claudius wasn't lying when he said...
That's true. Now it's all come full circle.
Fortune teller.
That you have now stabbed Claudius.
Yeah. Yes, maybe he could see forward in time.
Perhaps. Does that mean that Claudius just stabbed himself?
I don't know what any of this means. I'm confused. There's two Sherrys.
And Gabrielle starts trying to move, and it's slow and it's methodical.
Probably stressed.
She goes over to the dead Sherry that's on the floor and closest to you, the one that died originally, and reaches down and pulls off a veil, and it is definitely illusory magic of some sort, and it wavers, and she says, "This is actually a bodyguard that I hired to pose as Shiri should anything happen to me."
Good job.
How chic is that?
You know what? It's really funny, because all of us know magic, but none of us looked for any signs of magic on this dead body.
Well, you see the bodyguard is a revenant, and this was just a vessel that was already dead, so...
Also, there's probably a lot of magic that would have just confused things. I suspected as much on this train.
Sure.
You didn't think that, there's probably our magic items in the back?
I mean, there's definitely a lot of magic on this train.
I think the train
Which,
itself
by the
is
way,
magic,
your
right?
cloak is missing.
What? Son of a bitch, that was expensive!
Sorry.
Who took...
Gerald's armor was missing, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you care to share.
Oh, also your armor. It's...
Damn it, that was expensive!
I'm sure it was. Your stuff is there, so is mine.
Oh, good. That wasn't expensive.
Hilak comes back and she has the powered off Warforge by the scruff of its neck, and she's just
she
dragging
really
it through
carry
the cards.
things around by the scruff.
She's got that mama instinct, Anyway, she says, give us a few minutes and we should actually be coming to a stop in Vedikar, right outside of Kernath. So, few minutes and we'll come to a stop and explain things to the locals there.
The authorities? About all the dead bodies?
Yeah, and then we'll get this train turned around and we'll head back home.
Can we get rid of the quicksand bed?
And Gabrielle's like, yeah, I can do that.
Oh, but do we all want to ride this train back? I mean, this fastest way back, but this train has been nothing but a fucking nightmare.
Otto just stares and is like,
tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking
But who's still gonna be my benefactor? Because my benefactor I just murdered.
Well,
I'm okay with riding the train back, I guess. Yeah, sure.
well, I mean, from what I gathered, and she like reaches over and grabs the scroll that was supposed to be the will from where the podium was, and she says, you were all promised something, so...
I don't think that this was true, judging by what just happened.
No, but I should still offer something to each of you to make amends. I'm obviously going to reinstate you once we get back home. Is there anything that you would like? He's already getting a date, as she points to Gerald, and the money I owe him, I guess.
Right. I didn't come here for the purpose of gaining anything. I just thought it was curious that I was asked along.
Fair enough. But they were funding your research at one point in time, so I don't see why I can't do so again.
I wouldn't decline an offer.
Then we'll write something up when we get home. I'm still going to grill you at parties, though.
I need an invite to that party.
And we're probably going to have to take quite a bit of time to catch up.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Well...
Quite some conversations.
Yeah.
It'll be awkward for a while. We'll do it over alcohol.
Seems fair. And she leads, like, stiff-legged, she leads all of you back to the lounge car. She says, I could really use a drink.
I'm really good at bartending. I'll make drinks.
I have a bartender.
You do?
Yes.
Who?
And she, like, motions for you to follow. And she's like, as long as she hasn't been killed, I guess.
I've not seen a bartender on this whole church journey.
Well, you have to wake her up. She leads you back to the wet bar, and she, like, taps on the floor with her foot, and you see it as this, like, plank slides back, and you see this, tiny little dragon-like face, and a purple kind of skin and scales, pop up. She has these little black spikes, and she's got these, really big, thick Coke bottle glasses, and she pops up from the floor, and she says, "Oh, hello, missus. Are we making drinks?" And she says, "Yes, Tripsy, the best drinks for everyone here. What would you have?"
I've had enough for tonight.
You haven't drinking any of the alcohol provided to you.
Yes, I have. Drank like half that bottle of scotch.
Yeah, he took it from me and, like,
yeah,
drank the rest
right.
of it.
That's true. Yeah. I'll have a dry martini with 2 olives. Because I didn't get one earlier. I just stare.
Yeah.
Gerald's like, So, and she looks at you with these, like, giant eyes behind these Coke bottle rims.
Just
You?
some ale.
Ale? Yeah. And she, like, reaches down in the floorboard and she, like, pulls out, like, a chemist kit. And she starts, like, mixing and, like, having things go through, what are they called? Alembics and things like that. And
It's the weirdest way I've ever seen alcohol mixed.
She makes you the most perfect dry martini with extra olives.
Ah, it's perfect.
And
Worth
the ale that you
the
have...
trip. Best vacation ever. 10 out of 10.
The ale you have is stiff, but still surprisingly smooth. And Gerald is just like, whatever. And she makes this drink that definitely looks like whatever. And she says, "Oh, Mrs., did you solve the mystery?" And she's like, "I had the key."
What?
Yeah, the key to Mrs.'s chamber, in case we need to wake her up.
Oh, that would have been helpful.
Yeah.
You solved the mystery, thank you. You're very helpful. You're adorable.
Congratulations. And she, like, curls back down into, like, she does, like, that little, like, turns 3 times in her
How do you find
area
the
and,
cutest things in the world to employ?
I had good talent agents.
Can I borrow them? Hey,
Yeah.
I need a chef just as adorable.
Eats like a king.
Yes.
Alright.
I love him.
So the camera draws back, and the Midnight Veil stops at the town, and that is where we will end for tonight.
Yay!
Oh.
I was stressed. I was happy. I was stressed again.
I was shocked.
There was shock. There was awe. There were twists. There were turns. We killed Matt's character.
Yeah, does he know that was going to happen?
Yes.
Okay.
Straight
Well,
up murder.
I don't.
Is that what the
I don't
roll
know
was?
what the 5
Or like the roll
that
that...
she rolled.
Oh, no, I was just talking about the role that you had someone do as like a leader?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's what you rolled that in the...
Who the bad guy was going to be?
Oh, I didn't know that's what the... I figured it was something along that lines, but I didn't know who rolled.
Thank you for tuning in to the Campaigns of the Plains channel. Catch new material every Friday on YouTube, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.